I'm sure a lot of you have been there before. You go to the hardware store, you plan to spend $20, and you walk out spending 60, 80, whatever it may be. That's kind of what this project is. Here you can see we've got a 1968 Custom Corvette. This one I purchased off eBay for, I believe, $20. I knew it didn't have a hood, but I was going to order one from the Redline shop or on eBay, wherever I could find one. Overall, it was in pretty good shape. You can see just a little bit of paint chippage, not too bad. But finding the hood for a reasonable price, and I already spent $20 on the car, and some damage that you'll see later, wasn't worth it. So I bought another one. This one was $22, which isn't bad considering these go anywhere from $30 to $60 in this condition on eBay. So far I've got, $45 wrapped up in this thing. This one is not nearly as in good a condition as the other one is. It's got a cracked windshield right in the middle. The body is pretty banged up. It's pretty rough. It's been painted. But it does have an opening working hood. So we're going to combine the two cars basically and make one okay car. I wouldn't call it perfect, just okay. We're going to start this Hot Wheels restoration / custom, whatever you want to call it, just like we do all the others. We're going to start by center punching the rivets, and then we're going to go ahead and drill them out. Now, we start out with a .050 bit, as always, to get them centered up, and then we go to the larger bit. This is to totally knock off the top of the rivet, basically, just like every other one. And you can probably tell by the video, I just wanted to get this base off. I didn't care if I hacked it up because I'm not going to be using it. I'm just worried about this body and possibly that white interior, which doesn't want to come out. There's the red one, exact same casting, just a different color. Here's a closer look on the hack job through the base of the blue car. And then you can see the base of the red car. Nice and straight, and took my time on that one. Now here's the interior of the red car. The interior and the windshield. The windshield is in pretty good shape. There's a slight crack on the edge. You can see it there, but a lot better than this blue one, which is right in the middle. Now I do prefer the interior on the blue one, which is white. We're going to end up using that. Now here's the damage on the red car I was talking about. Where the hood would normally attach, there's supposed to be two pins. Well, they're completely broken off. Actually, not just the pins, but pieces of the metal are completely gone. Now, here's a look at the blue car. Obviously, it does have the hood pins, and the metal is completely intact. Otherwise, we would not have the hood. So all is well there, aside from a bunch of paint that's gooped up in there that doesn't allow it to open really easily. We're going to go ahead and do what we always do. Strip the paint. Now we're using the aircraft stripper still. I still have not purchased any of the orange stuff. I forgot to get some at Home Depot today. So we're going to continue to use this potent aircraft stripper. Now I'm going to go ahead and use the wire wheel. Actually, the forbidden wire wheel. I get a lot of comments on this. Why are you using that? It's going to damage the metal of the car. Not hardly. I'm going to prove it right now. I've got it on my hand. I'm pushing it into my hand. Trying to get a good shot so you can see. There it is. Look, my hand is still there. Not a scratch, not a drop of blood. So we're going to finish it up. And next we're going to do something I normally don't do. We're going to actually sand the body. We start out with 1500 grit. And now we move to 2500 grit with wet sanding. And I normally don't spend this much time on these little cars because I do give them to a 4-year-old. But this one has cost me enough money. There you go. Look at that mess from the wet sanding, or the sanding period. We're going to go ahead and file that back window. It was a little crooked, so I'm just taking a small needle file, like a hobby needle file, and just kind of flatten it out. The rest of the body was actually pretty good, aside from all the divots, which we removed with the sanding for the most part, and the wire wheel brush. There it is, all sanded up. Now we're going to polish it. I'm using Mother's Polish. I either use that or the Blue Magic, I believe it's called. And we're just going to polish the heck out of this thing. And we're going to keep on polishing. I normally don't polish this much, but you'll see why in a little bit. We're trying to get pretty much a chrome finish or as close as we can without taking too much time. And now we're going to take our Turtle Wax polishing compound and clean up the window. It actually turns out really nice. I didn't use any Future Shine or anything, just that polish. You can see it looks pretty close to being new. I was surprised, minus that little crack right there, which was already there. Nothing I can do about it. We're going to cut off those old wheels and go ahead and put some new ones on. Now these wheels, I've been getting them on eBay. I've mentioned it before in my other videos. I don't like them. I just have a bunch of them. I would probably recommend the ones from the Redline shop, even though they're pretty expensive, but they do seem to fit better and they look a lot better than these eBay knockoffs. But they work, so be it. And next we're going to get ready to reassemble. If you notice, we skipped one huge step in this video, and that's paint. And there's two reasons for that. One reason is I wanted to find out what it would look like, kind of like chrome, like a natural chrome, not paint. And the other more important reason is I wanted to give the viewers the opportunity to tell me what they want. So should I leave it chrome? Should I paint it a blue, like the original color, the Spectraflame blue? Should I paint it Spectraflame red? Or should I paint it a just normal solid color, no Spectraflame paint at all, just like a red or a blue or a black or a white, or whatever color it may be. For now, we're going to leave it the natural chrome finish, depending on what the viewers say. The only bad thing about that is fingerprints, which I could not get a shot without them. And I kind of hope we do leave it chrome, so I can move on to the next one. At any rate, this is what we started with. A hand-painted blue beat-up Custom Corvette. And now we've got something a little bit different, which you'll see here in just a moment. The 4-year-old actually broke my rotating stand, so I have to get another one. We're going to get some shots on the reloading bench just so you can kind of see the reflection of the carpet. Looks pretty good for now. And remember, if you see anything in this video you'd like to purchase, check out the links below in the description. I do have just about everything in there. Be sure to check me out on Instagram. I typically post pictures of the projects well before the YouTube videos are released. Thanks for watching.